And I just think 70s, 80s, and people just enjoy it. And I think just to be able to bring them back to the happy times of their lives, okay na sa akin yun.
Pero ako, believe ako sa mga katulad mo na very secured kasi sa kanilang career, kaya talagang willing, di ba, na nakakatouch yung pupuntahan ng mga kapwa natin Pilipino sa mga maliliit na lugar sa Canada. Kumbaga, ikaw yung tipong walang maliit na lugar, walang maliit na states, basta makapag-perform, dala ng saya, di ba? Kahanga-hanga, di ba? At eto na, ang isa pa pong kahanga-hanga, bukod sa nasa kusina tayo dito sa Newport, syempre, ang sarap ng pagkain nila, di ba? Guys, do you agree? Oo, di ba? Oo, di ba? Para malay nyo, bigyan kayo ng mga hotel rooms, di ba? Mababait ang mga taga Newport. Pero hindi lang yan. Nakakatuwa na on Saturday, hindi lamang si Miss Joey Albert ang makakasama natin sa Newport Performing Arts Theaters. Punong-puno po ng mga guests, di ba? Siyempre nangunguna na sina Pax Fernandez, Martin Rivera, nandiyan din si Raymond Lauchenko, si Janet Basco, si Iwi Laurel, si Chad Borja, siyempre si Miss Judith Banal. Pero ang tanong nila, ano raw po bang gagawin ni Miss Janice de Villar? Guest din siya on Saturday sa 45.
And syempre, I can't tell. Pero syempre, kailangan kumanta siya.
Talaga?
I don't know if you ever, nung maiba naman concert ko, 1990 something. Pinakanta ko yan, ginest ko yan siya. Kumanta naman.
Basta kay Joey Albert, she'll do everything. She's gonna sing.
But she's not, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna let her sing her song. But you know, she did write me a song. I think you all know that, right? No?
Which song?
Naku mga bata, ito.
Hindi namin nakalimutan na namin.
No. Sige, guess. Okay, it was a poem.
Yeah.
Naku, ikaw dapat alam mo ito.
Kasi si Janice mahilig tumula.
May parents siya, Janice used to write poems. So kinuha ko yung isa and we made it into a song. And the song was... Hindi ka naman kasali.
Ayan. Siyempre sumagot si Miss Bang Alas Pakuchaga na formerly of wala ka na sa GMA. No more nag-retire siya.
It's over now.
Okay. Sample na, Joey. Please.
Though the feeling has a mask, I'm sad to say our love did last. Come on guys, you know this.
Yan yung
Please don't ask me to pretend, 'cause I know it's over. Mga ba?
Actually, Miss Joey, medyo na-touch siya. Kasi yan yung breakout song niya dati sa boyfriend niya. Siyempre, ito yung next na magtatanong. Let's all welcome Miss Salve Ases of the Filipino Star and Pangmasa. Yes, Salve, halika dito, Salve, sa gitna. Sino yung boyfriend mo na bininake mo tapos kumanta-kanta ka niya?
Uy, I met you na before. Sorry, I can't
Miss
see.
Joey, wala pang taga-showbiz na magsasabing hindi nila kilala ang isang...
Ito naman si Judy.
Pero anyway, Miss Joey,
I can't see because of the light. Sorry.
since 45, ano to, may 45 songs ba kami maririnig? 34. Anyway, since marami din guests, tapos paano mo na-preserve yung voice mo? Since di ba twice kung nagkaroon ng cancer? Ano ba?
Thrice.
Thrice, oh my God.
Three times is a charm.
Oh. Tapos paano mo yun na
This is why I do Joey's Jams
Okay.
every Saturday. So that I can keep using it. If you don't use it, you lose it, right? That's what they say. And every singer will always have some kind of a health challenge with the voice. Yung iba aamin, yung iba hindi. Pero ako umaamin because I'm 66 now. So at some point, your body changes and there's health challenges. And there was a time, for about 6 months, hindi ako nakakanta. And I had to go to the doctor. And I had to relearn how to sing. And this is why I do Joey's Jams every Saturday. So I just have to keep using it. And this is my exercise for my voice. Para pag gusto ko kumanta para sa tao, meron pang lalabas. But yes, I have to practice it palagi. Hard work.
So yung 3 times na yun na nagkaroon ka ng health crisis, kumusta ka na ngayon?
I'm fine. I'm very, very well now. So, the first one was in 1995. Yun yung umalis na talaga ako. Actually, yun yung reason na umalis na ako. Kasi sabi ko siguro dapat alagaan ko na lang muna yung mga anak ko. And then it happened, came back, iba naman sa 2003, I had a worse one. And then the last, tapos nag-remission ako for 12 years. Tapos bumalik siya noong 2015. So, it's been 10 years na po ako in remission now. But, of course, hindi pareho yung lakas natin, syempre. But we adjust, we learn to accept kung ano yung huminga na sa katawan natin. I also have other concerns, like most others my age. So I always joke na, sabi ko, you can call me sis, kasi mayroon akong osteoporosis, may anterolisthesis, may madami ng sis. But, so you take care of yourself. I do Pilates once a week para mag-build yung muscles ko around the bone. So, ganun na lang, tanggapin, tapos gawin ko anong pwedeng magawa para lumakas yung katawan.
Pero there was a time ba, Miss Joey, na parang gusto mo nang mag-give up? Kasi parang 3 times.
Did I ever want to give up?
Yeah.
No. When I left in 1995, it wasn't really to give up on show business, but to give way to something that at that point in my life I thought was more important. But I did think na makakalimutan ninyong lahat ako. I did think na hindi na ako makakakanta ulit. At that point in my life, I did think that it was the end. Pero I made the choice eh. So, pero bait naman ni Lord, hindi naman kinuha. So, but going back to your question of the health challenges, sometimes it's not just the physical health that we start to worry about, but our mental and emotional health. Kasi minsan, after 3 cancers, parang every time na lang, syempre, isipin mo, ito na ba? Ito na ba yung last? Diba? Pero lalabanan mo yun. Kailangan mo lang labanan talaga kasi it's like a mind game. Kailangan uunahan mo, kung hindi, it will take you over naman. So when we get sick, we have to think about pati yung emotional and mental. Lalo na nowadays, no? Mental illness is such a big problem nowadays among young people. So we have to strengthen them, we have to make them aware that they have to fight mentally also.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sabi Asi. Siyempre, ito, Miss Joey, talagang sinigurado niya nandito siya dahil super favorite ka niya, si Don Serrano.
Oo naman, syempre. And then si Miss Joey, mas naalala ko kasi siya before showbiz pa dahil
Yes.
naalala kita ko nga yung Marian Missionaries kasi nag-youth Marian Crusade ako nung
Yes.
bata. There was a time parang may vigil na hinihintay ka talaga namin no, na makita. Because your mom is that. Yes. Yes. Anyway, ano talaga yung nag-push sa'yo or what made you decide para gawin tong concert na to?
I guess, siguro dala na rin ng mga naranasan ko sa buhay. So, naiisip ko palagi kung may milestone kailangan i-celebrate kasi isip mo baka last na, di ba? Ganun yung nagiging attitude. So, when I celebrated my 40th, it was pandemic. It was during COVID. It was 2021.
Okay.
Pero hindi ako nagpapigil. I did an online concert. I don't know if any of you saw it. It was called Life Begins at 40. It was streamlined on KDX. And I recorded it in Vancouver in a recording studio. It was my daughter Trixie, who's here, who directed it. There's my daughter. My daughter is a filmmaker, as you can see. She films documentaries in Canada. So, parang siguro yun rin yung ano ko, yung feeling ko na pagka may malaking milestone na ganito, kailangan magpasalamat sa Diyos, magpasalamat sa mga taong tumulong sa akin. And this 45th, talagang parang naramdaman ko lahat yung mga tumulong sa akin for all the 45 years, especially Pops. I mean, maghanap kayo ng concert na yung best friend ang nagpo-produce. Pakihanap lang. Palakpakan mo, please. Please. I mean, thanks, Pops. And it all started over coffee. So yun parang iniisip ko every time, baka last na to, sige, hanggang kaya ko pa, pasalamat tayo. So really the 45th is really, parang reunion na lang sa mga lahat ng nanood sa akin in the last 45 years siguro.
And parang kasi nandyan si Raymond Lochenko, Janet Basco, yung mga
Can you feel?
yeah.
Can you feel na by the choice of guests what you're going to see that night? Raymond was my very first guest in my very first Ultra concert, 1984, called Life Size. Raymond was my guest. So, kailangan nandiyan siya.
Oo nga, tagal na talaga, ultra pa ang tawag na Iba na kasi ang tawag na.
Bago na ba?
Anyways, next question ko, sa situation ng Miss Joey, ano yung parang pinakabagay na song? Sa lahat ng songs, hit songs mo, ano yung pinakabagay na songs sa'yo ngayon? Parang team song mo ngayon sa lahat ng songs mo.
Siyempre, Million Miles Away kasi layo ko sa inyo.
Okay.
That's one, and then Sa'yo Lamang became parang it was so timely because it was the last song I released when I left in 1995. And very appropriately so because it was like my song of surrender. So, those would be
Favorite song mo? Pinaka-personal
So of mine,
Uh-uh.
Million Miles Away talaga, Robert More. Oo, ganda, di ba?
Pero syempre mga Tagalog songs mo yun talaga yung mga...
Siyempre yung sinulat ko, ikaw lang mamahalin.
Yes. Pasample naman.
Sa bawat pag-ikot ng ating buhay, may oras kailangan na maghiwalay. Basta sa 25th na iba.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, salamat.
Yan, thank you very much. Don Sermino, eto naman, excited siya. Hindi siya kumatin ng festival kanina dahil sinigurado niya nandito siya on time. The editor, Philippine Star, Miss Natalie Tumada. Hi, Natalie.
Hello, Miss Joey.
Hi, Natalie.
Welcome back to
Thank
the
you.
Philippines. Question ko lang, how's life ba in Canada? And parang wala ka ba talagang parang tinge of regret leaving your career in the Philippines and pursuing, quiet life with your family and, with your kids?
That's exactly what I have in Canada now. It's a quiet life with my family. My two girls are married. I have two amazing sons-in-law. Siguro okay na rin kasi I get the best of both worlds. I have the peace of family life. Tapos nakakaawit pa rin naman ako. Awa ng Diyos, hindi pa niyo ako nakakalimutan. So, parang tama lang lahat. Okay na ako doon. Tsaka, I get good health care in Canada. I get very good health care, which I think I really need. So, I think it's the best place to be for now. But of course, I miss it here. Kaya, thanks to you, nakaka-uwi pa ako.
Walang nobody in among your kids followed in your footsteps? Or
No, they love to sing, but they found their own passions. So Trixie is a filmmaker, and she also loves to climb. She's also the captain ball of Lady Volcanoes, Philippine Volcanoes rugby team, if you don't know. And my other daughter is a scientist. She works for the Vancouver government. She's an environmentalist. She works in the sustainability department of the government. So,
wow. Galing ng mga anak mo.
Di
Miss
ba,
Joey.
mas magaling sa nanay. Mas matalino sa nanay. Buti na lang.
Okay, and my last question.
Of course.
Can you just share a bit, friendship mo with Miss Pops, Miss Joey? Ano bang any secrets to reveal?
Siyempre, the secrets we have to keep. Wala. Actually, it did start with points of view, with the recording. May story siya doon eh.
Ano yung points of view?
Oh, yung i-record. Halika dito, ikwento mo yung magre-recording kasi hindi niya alam kakanta na pala siya.
Correct. Sige. Sasagutin ko lang to. Ayan. Kailangan sa...
First of all, si Joey talaga ang first ate ko in showbiz. Kasi baby pa ako nun sa Octo Arts, di ba Tita Aster? Siyempre, mas konti lang naman ang age difference namin. Pero ate ko siya kasi wala mas nakakatanda sa akin. Walang nag-i-explain ng mga bagay-bagay. Kaya ayan, ikaw dapat ang nagkwento sa akin about the birds and the bees. Hindi mo nagawa. Ayan tuloy. Anyway, yes, when we recorded Points of View, this is a true story. Isang popular recording studio lang po ang pinagre-recorda na usually ng mga singers, Cinema Audio. So I was recording and she was recording her album and dumaan lang ako to say hi. Sabi niya, hey, let's do a duet. Sure, sabi ko. Sige, parinig. Ayan, pinarinig. Ay, ang ganda, sabi ko. Try mo kaya. Sabi ko, hindi pa ako ready. Sabi ko, hindi ko pa alam yung kanta. No, just try it. See if it's your range.
Kasi pwede naman lang yun.
Yeah. So, pinag-aralan ko right then and there, ni-record right then and there. Tapos sabi, thank you. Sabi ko, kailan yung recording ko? Tapos na. Ha? Tapos na yun? So, hindi ko inakala, yun na pala yun. And as much as I love the song when I first heard it, parang hindi natin in-expect na it will be such a huge hit until now. I sometimes sing it solo in my concerts. Of course, I always give credit to Joey because it is her song and that song is really from her album. It is. It's naki-join lang ako pero kayo talaga yan ni Freddie Santos, of course, Louie Ocampo. Wala na. Parang automatic na may uy pag may gano'n. Bumabawi lang, alam mo na. And that's the history of Points of View. And may I say, susulitin ko na kasi ito na yung moment ko tapos aalis po uli ako. I'm very, this really happened and we discussed this concert kasi in-invite po ako ni Joey sa Canada to do a show with her. Fortunately, I was able to do it. Unfortunately, I was only able to do a few cities because kailangan ko akong bumalik dito. But of course, we still plan to continue that. And while we were doing the shows, pinag-usapan nga namin na magsa-celebrate siya ng concert niya. Sabi ko, uy, sana ako na lang ang mag-produce sa'yo.
Remember the exact words?
Diba? Ano ba sinabi ko?
Set.
Because I said, Pops, si ganito, tsaka I want to do my 45th. Tapos, sabi ni ganito, siya na lang. Sabi ni ganito, siya na lang. Sabi niya, girl, did you forget? I also produce.
Sobra.
And there was, a show was born.
Ayun.
Yun. Hindi ko naman siya masyadong pinilit. Slight lang po. And doon nabuhay yung title na Fortified.
She thought of that.
Yeah. I figured 45 years.
Her title.
And after 45 years, she has just fortified herself. Because we have to admit that Joey Albert's songs are purely classics. Sinabi ko nga po, her songs have been a part of our lives, whether it be a happy love story or a very sad love story. We have grown up with her love songs. So, these are the songs that definitely we will always hear, no matter what year, and years after. So, it has been a pleasure. I speak on behalf of my staff in DSL. Kasama na dyan si Julalin kasi publicist ko yan, no? it has been an honor to be a part of your 45 years in the business, and thank you for entrusting it to us, with us.
I wouldn't trust anyone more. Thank you, Pops.
Thank you. Ayan po. Tapakas po.
At syempre, no, mukhang swerte din kay Pipay ang Newport kasi kahit yung sa mga hitmakers, sold out. Tsaka sold out na naman to ang bongga. Pipay, bago ko po, pasalamatan mo ng Newport and ang mga sponsor.
Yes, maraming salamat sa Newport Theater for always having us, of course, trusting us also. Ikaw na yan, girl. Sino ba? Of course, special thanks to some of the ladies who always help me out. That is Cora de Guzman, Marleta Riela, Flor Santos of Dreamwings, and the special lady na talaga naman tinulungan ako from the very beginning, si May of Echo Jam. Nandito pa ba si May? Palakpakan po natin siya. Madami din po siyang pinoproduce dito sa Enpa Theater. Ipopromote ko na May, si Nina, no, sa May. Ayan, nag-promote Ayan, at madami pa pong show. So thank you very much for supporting, of course, the local entertainers. We truly appreciate it.
Ang bongga talaga ng Newport, siyempre, talagang Pipay, di ba? Almost weekly may show dito. Yung mga shows na hindi mo kakalain na pwede pala, talagang nasa kanila, di ba? Yung, ang dami, may mga Jose Marichan, mga musical, kakatapos lang ng Bagets, di ba? Si Salve, ano may pinanood mo na isang araw? Kumar? Oh, mas gusto sana ng Newport kung bumili kang ticket Pero mukhang complete. Wait, pero Pipa, banggitin natin si Mami naman, si Mami Flor nandito, banggitin natin may front act tayo dito
Oh, ready na ba? Meron po kami mga special artists, of course, joining us. Ang anak po ni Miss Flor Santos, ayan, si Kanisha, who's always front acting for us also. Ayan, thank you.
May pa-press ba tayo bukas sa mesa?
Meron din. Meron din. Anyway, meron pang madami pang pasasalamatan si Joey. Ayan, nakikita ko na. Ayan.
I met some of them earlier, but of course, to the Hilton Manila Newport World Resorts, Newport Performing Arts Theater, my venue. Kathy, is Kathy here na? Kathy, I was looking for you kanina. Where na? Ay, there, hi! Kathy Mercado, Senior Vice President for Commercial Sales and Partnership. Ivy Ganza, I met you na kanina, and who's our second AVP, and Sheila, our sales manager, also I met Sheila earlier. And Mitch Suarez, don't think I met you earlier, Senior Vice President for Marketing Newport World Resorts. And of course, we also want to thank the production of Echo Jam and DSL. Thank you. Aalis na daw siya. Nalagarin na talaga siya.
Hindi, tatabi lang siya dito, magbibilang siya.
Nagbibilang ng pera.
Anyways,
Kasi naubusan din.
balik tayo kay Miss Natalie, may question lang si Miss Natalie.
Bonus question lang for Miss Pops na lang at saka for Miss Joey as the, OPM icons and stalwarts. We just want to know ano yung masasabi niyo or what do you think of today's parang new genre, yung P-pop and P-pop artists na
What's the what? The what pop?
P-pop.
Is it pops?
P-pop.
Pops pop? What's P-pop?
It's Pinoy
Oh,
pop.
it's like K-pop and P-pop.
Yes.
To be honest, I've only had the opportunity of listening to very few of the new artists, but you know what I love about it is they are homegrown, they're authentic, they're what's the word? Very Filipino. Because in the 80s, a lot of our music was, I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the pop songs of the 80s were English. Karamihan sa mga songs ng 80s, English. So, ang gusto ko ngayon, talagang parang katutubo, talagang homegrown sila, Tagalog. At saka, alam mo yung gusto ko, bumalik yung banda. Kasi ako, laking banda rin ako. Although, yung banda days ko used to sing covers. Pero ngayon yung mga banda, original yung mga kanta nila. So there's a rebirth of real original Filipino music written by the bands themselves. Yung sa amin kasi was written by composers tapos kakantahin ng artists. Sila. So I'm liking these people. And hopefully this is what it is going to finally, after decades, because magagaling naman talaga ang Pilipino sa lahat sa buong mundo, finally sana ito yung maglagay sa atin, magmarka sa atin sa international music. Sana.
Thank you, June. Thank you, Miss Joey.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Natalie Tumada. At eto, syempre, sasamahan tayo ng mga showbiz anchor ng dalawa sa pinakamalaking TV stations natin. Syempre, from TV5, let's all welcome Miss MJ Maltori.
Hi, MJ!
Hola!
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Pleasure to be here, ma'am.
Me too.
And congratulations sa show nyo. I'm just curious, how do you stay in touch or keep in touch with your Filipino fans?
I think it might be Joey's Jams, for one. In fact, there'll be a lot of them watching. And I do get to come home, thankfully. I get wonderful opportunities. There was one year I was asked by Wish Date to do a, diba, yung sa Araneta. So at least, maski napapalo na abot ko pa rin sila. But I really think it's the songs that keep me connected to them. Nandun ako sa puso nila, hindi na mabura.
Of course.
Sana.
I love that.
And ano, kasi yung, alam mo maganda, kasi yung mga nanay, kinakanta nila, tapos naririnig ng mga anak. So, di talaga, naalala rin ng mga anak.
And can you talk a little bit about the album po? Like, yung upcoming album po kayo.
Okay, so
talk about-
it's going to be slowly coming out. You know, when I was starting, even before I started recording, I was singing with the bands. As some of you might already know, I was singing with the New Minstrels. After singing with the bands, I sang at the Calesa Bar. None of you probably remember the Calesa Bar. You do? Ay! This was at the Hyatt. So it was at the Hyatt Hotel long ago, and a lot of my contemporaries graduated from there. Janet Basco, Vernie Varga, marami nagsimula dyan. And we would sing standard songs. So parang gusto ko lang balikan, no? Because he said, ito yung mga awit na kinalakihan ko, tinuro sa akin ng mga magulang ko. At ito yung mga awit, I think, na kung saan nanggaling yung rulong ko sa mga awit na naging hits ko. So, gusto ko siyang balikan. Gusto ko silang balikan. So, the album is gonna be called Joey Albert The Classics. So, it will be old standard songs. I like to bring that back.
Beautiful. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Salamat, MJ.
Yes, thank you, MJ. At mula naman sa TV Patron, Ana Cerezo.
Hello,
TV Patrol.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us more about Joey's Jams? I think it was this no pandemic it started.
Yes.
Besides practice, how enjoyable is it? What usually happens to Joey's Jams?
So tama ka. This started during the pandemic kasi syempre nakakulong tayong lahat. So natuto ako maging techie. So bumili ako ng Facebook mixer. I bought one for about $70, put it on, connected it. I had my microphone, connected it. I found my minus ones, played it, and I just turned it on and I just sang. Bahala na si Batman kung may makinig or wala. And actually simultaneously, Martin and Vicky Rivera were also doing the same thing. So I think we were sort of filling the streamlining air at that time. Nakakatawa kasi, kinakanta lang naman namin mga covers. So 60s and 70s especially, ako 70s ako eh. So yun yung mga kinakanta namin. And to our surprise, ang dami nakikinig. So nakikita mo kasi sa comments. In fact, nakakatawa kasi yung lahat ng taong nakakulong sa mga bahay nila, doon sila nag-uusap. Uy, pare, tsaka ngayon, nasa ka ngayon? Nakatito ako sa LA. Talaga, paano? Ganon. So, and then they start reminiscing sa mga kinakanta namin. Uy, pare, di ba yan yung panligaw mo kay ganito? So, it became like, di ba? Parang di na sila, parang lounge, yung comment room. So it kept going on and on. At the same time, I had a YouTube channel, so I had a program called Dear Joey. So susulat sila sa akin yung mga sad letters nila. Pero instead na bigyan ko sila ng payo, kantahan ko na lang sila ng song. So, Joey's Jam started that way. Tapos parang hindi ko na maalis kasi parang dumami na yung listeners. I tried to stop it for a while, but people were missing it. So I kept going. I just kept going. I mean, if you miss the 70s songs or even the 80s, find me Sunday, usually, except now kasi nandito ako, but find me Sunday mornings here in Manila. Go to the Joey Albert page and I will be there singing for you any of your requests.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. So very intimate kwentuhan yung
I will wait for you there
I
on
will.
Joey's Jam. Diba?
After mag-comment ako. And then if you don't mind sharing it then, you mentioned there was a time that you were worried if you will really get your voice back. From 2015 until before you had Joey's Jams, what was the journey like regaining your voice, learning to get it back? If you don't mind sharing.
Not at all. Lucky there were 2 times natakot ako. After my 2015 surgery, kasi syempre I got surgery. In fact, somebody gave me magic mic. Yeah, mag-practice ka na. And the very first day after my surgery, walang lumabas. And I remember just crying kasi akala ko wala na talaga. Kasi syempre, pag yun yung first love mo, and you know, it's not even because sikat ka or celebrity ka, gusto mo lang kumanta talaga eh. So, nung akala ko mawawala na yun, that first time, awa nang just bumalik. But I had to practice and practice again. Kasi di ba nakakahiya ka na sa Canada ka, tapos bigla ka pinauwi sa Pilipinas, tapos hindi ka na pala pangit na pala yung boses mo. Nakakahiya. So, I felt a very strong responsibility sa mga nakikinig sa akin. Alam mo, I always say, it's one thing to get recognition, right? But the harder part is to stay worthy of that recognition.
That's nice.
That's the harder part of a journey of getting to 45 years. Minsan ang hindi namin papakita is yung times na umiiyak kasi parang mawawala na to, nakakahiya, hindi na kami worthy dun sa recognition at saka sa pagkakilala sa amin ng tao. Dati, masakit sa artist yun. Like, I know there's artists here that are feeling that, big names, nababasa ko yan. Masakit, napakahirap. At ang mas masakit, pagtatawanan ka pa ng ibang tao. Yun I think today you call them bashers. Or, yun pa yung mas masakit eh. Kasi hirap na hirap ka na nga, umiiyak ka na nga dun sa sulok ng buhay mo. Tapos pag hindi mo mailabas yung katulad ng dati, insultuhin ka pa, diba? So parang, I think yun yung pinakamasakit. Yun yung mga small not challenge, it's not even a challenge because how do we get over that? How do you get over getting older? You know, diba? Yun eh. But we try really hard, we work really hard to be worthy of that recognition that all of you gave us.
And you are. Thank you so much, Ms.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Ana Cerezo of TV Patrol. At syempre, ito nangungunang vlogger sa mga concert. Syempre, walang iba kundi si Kevin.
I know you.
I'm Kevin Paplaya po from Manila Concert Scene po.
I think I met you before.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Do you sing?
No po.
Okay.
Congratulations po for upcoming concert na sold out na po.
Thank you.
When you hear a new generation of artists today, what is one element of the original 80s, 90s magic you hope they preserve?
Syempre our 80s. The 80s love songs, which I think they're preserving very well, just in their own way. I think what they've preserved most about the 80s is the honesty of the music in the 80s. Kasi ng 80s, walang pagkukunwari kung ano yung lumabas sa kanta, siya yun, di ba? And remember, we had a very strong influence sa British invasion, which was also very brave, very honest. Talaga kung sino sila, yun yung ilalabas nila. And I think that's the best part of the new generation that I'm seeing. Kung sino yung banda, yun yung ilalabas nila. Wala nang image consciousness. And that's what I hope they will always pursue.
Last question ko na po. What do you hope your story represents to young Filipino women looking to enter the entertainment and music scene?
Like, how do I want my legacy to inspire them? Or, you know, if there's anything I want young singers to remember from me is hard work talaga. And hard, honest work. Dati hard work kami talaga eh. At saka yung yung pilitin lang natin maging mapakumbaba at saka mabait. Kasi I think that's one of the things that will make us last long, 45 years, is keeping the relationships with people. Kasi yun yung mga taong yan mga aalala sa'yo. Isa lang yung payo ng mami ko sa akin nung nagsimula ako. Sabi niya sa akin, anak, basta maging mabait ka sa mga taong makikilala mo sa pagpataas. Dahil yun din yung mga taong makikita mo sa iyong pagbaba on your way down. And my mom was very honest about saying, hindi ka nasa taas forever. So maging mabait ka dun sa mga tao sa pagpataas. And I tried very hard. And a lot of them are still here. I have my fan from 1982. I have my production staff, Bang and Winnie, from 1984. Nandito pa po sila. So, ayun, 1984 pa yan. So, sana yung mga bago, ganun din sila. Mahalin nila yung mga production nila. Mahalin nila yung mga musikero nila. Dahil yan yung mga magmamahal sa kanila pagkalaos na sila. Katulad ko.
Hindi po kayo nanalas.
Salamat. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, medyo nakaka-touch yung sinabi ni Miss Joey, no?
Well, I love their questions. Thank you so much to all of you for beautiful questions.
Ang next na magtatanong Miss Joey, etong taong to, medyo bago-bago pa rin siya sa showbiz, pero nangako siya magiging mabait kasi kahit bago siya, ang dami tumutulong sa kanya at nakakakuha ang bawat video posting niya ng more than 3 million likes. Let's all welcome. Yan. Siyempre,
Ay, 3 million, tas nakalimutan.
Oski Recabar, Camila.
Ay!
Kasi kuya-kuya siya, pero naman siya, tahimik siya. Oski Recabar, kailangan mag-5 million ng likes ng Miss Joey.
Oski, what is your secret for getting 3 million
So
likes?
siguro ang secret doon dapat yung mga interactions sa showbiz na makukuha ko is genuine connections.
So,
And
so
there
honesty,
should be
see?
raw emotions.
Sa pareho tao yung
For example,
honesty.
yung pagyakap nyo kay Paps kanina, so I see the connection. Kung
Ay,
timeless yung
maganda.
friendship na nakikita.
I like you.
Yeah. So my
follow
question
na rin
kay
kita.
Miss Joey Albert. So, if you're a singer, then your songs are being used in TikTok or social media accounts, are you still getting the royalty? Kasi may copyright yan pag ginamit ko yung songs nyo sa background.
Only the ones I wrote. Kasi dito wala namang performance royalties, puro songwriter royalties lang. So yung mga sinulat lang.
Yes. And follow-up question, how does it feel sa mga kanta ng mga icons gaya nyo? They tend to be timeless, unlike sa mga present songs ngayon that they just trend at a certain time, unlike the songs in the 80s na parang lifetime na yung
Siyempre,
yung effect nyo. Kumbaga
yan-
sa lolo ko, sa nanay ko, your songs are part of our lives for a longer time. And
Yan
when you
ang-
get back to a certain scenery or a certain part of moments in our life, lagi na-attach yung mga kanta nyo.
Alam mo yan yung pinasasalamatan ko talaga sa lahat sa buhay ko is the songs. And sana yung mga bagong singers, mag-pursue lang sila sa mga hit songs kasi that's what will make them last very, very long. If they have songs that will last at papasok sa puso ng tao, yung tao kasi ang magdadala na ng kantang yon habang buhay. Alam mo, dati hindi ko masyadong naiintindihan kung bakit talagang, you know, kasi I'm not the kind of artist who likes to believe that I'm big. I don't want to and I never wanted to kasi wala lang, ayoko ayoko. Gusto ko lang ma-appreciate yung ginagawa ko. So I didn't really understand at some point kung bakit umiiyak yung mga tao pag kinakanta ko yung songs ko. Talagang parang, bakit? Until I watched Johnny Mathis, who is an artist and whose songs I grew up with from my father. When I finally watched his show, ako yung nangungurot, ay, alam ko yun. So, ako pala yung naging sila. Doon ko lang na-realize na yung pala yun. Pag kinanta yung kanta, na alam mo, bumabalik ka sa isang time ng buhay mo na talagang napakahalaga. At yun hindi nawawala, yung alaala. So yun pala yung secret. So now I realize why and how lucky I am na meron akong mga awit na gano'n na mananatili sa puso ninyo forever. Maski na mawala na ako, andyan pa ako sa puso niyo. So how lucky, di ba?
And follow-up question po. So every time na may mga concerts na mga malalaking pangalan na biglang na lang nawawala sa industriya, how does it feel sa mga singers sa kagaya mo? Halimbawa, may mga sikat na Hollywood singers na biglang mawawala, tapos may mga pagkakataon na makikita mo rin sa part ng buhay mo na may mga ganung pangyayari. How does it feel and how do you react for those situations?
What do you mean? Like,
Halimbawa, may sikat na singer na nawala, Hollywood singers, tapos you see people how they are being loved,
how they are...
kung paano sila mahalin ng tao. So, on a part of your life, paano ka nag-relate sa ganong sitwasyon na one day hindi naman sa inaasahan. So, we may lose our life in this earth, pero may mga legacy tayong maiiwan sa mga tao.
And this is the value of living songs like
Yes,
that, no?
yes.
Kasi, like I told you, maaga ko nawala yung father ko tsaka sister ko. So I think maaga ko naisip na maaaring mangyari sa akin yun. Either mawala physically or mawala sa entablado or sa industriya. But you always have something you always have to have something to leave behind. Kasi, yun na lang, memories na lang talaga in the end yung magiging mahalaga. At saka dapat yung iwanan mo mabuti. So, that's what we strive for. And we're all going to go at some point, whether physically or malalaos. You know, may time din na makakalimutan ka, pero parang that's why that song Handog is really so appropriate. Tatanda at lilipas din ako, ngunit mayroong awiting iwanan sa inyong alaala. So it's very true. What a brilliant song. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Huwag mo kalimutan, lagay mo ako sa 5 million mo. No, that's very yeah, that's really, that is his uniqueness pala. Capturing the honest moments. Very good. I like that.
Yan, thank you, Oski. At syempre, ito, from Inquirer.net, Miss Hannah Mallorca Alvino. Tama, ayan. Hannah, halika dito sa Hannah. Ito, si Hannah, nakakatuwa, dumating talaga siya dito. Si Hannah from Malabon. Tama ba, Malabon? Halika, asa ka na? Valenzuela, mas malayo. Halika dito. Yan.
Oh, you came all this way. Thank you.
Thank you rin po.
Maraming salamat.
So first of all, congratulations po. Siguro question ko lang po kasi I've heard what you've said about younger artists. Para sa inyo po ba, naniniwala po kayo na importante po talaga yung respect and being considerate of others para tumakal po sa industriya?
Wala na bang ganun ngayon?
May iba kasi, even pag nag-click sila, bago sila, parang ang laking attitude na yung hindi sila nagbabati, even sa press, sa mga kapwa nila singers, di ba? There is one big singer na nagpapabati sa isang grupo, dinaan niya, siya mismo dinaan niya sa handler or manager ng grupo. Sinabihan siya na, I'm sorry, they cannot do that, they're so busy.
So, baka sometimes it's the artist and sometimes it's the handlers kaya. Diba? Hindi mo rin malaman, o kaya nagtuturuan kaya sila. Diba? Mahirap talaga yan. And you know what? Okay, let's go back to what my mom said. Maging mabait ka sa people you meet on the way up, they're the same people you're going to meet on your way down. Pero kung ganun ka, bakit hindi ka umabot sa on your way up? I don't know, kasi nung araw, during our time, we were mentored. Okay? It's so different now. Tita Aster, you know this. During our time, we had very strict directors. We had Freddy Santos, Fritz Infante. At hindi lang kami tinuturuan na umarte sa stage or kumanta, tinuturuan din kami gumalang. Alam mo yung mga panahon noon, papasok ka sa TV show, papatiin mo lahat yung nauna sa iyo. Let's, for instance, nasa TV show kami, nandyan si Miss Pilita, Mr. Freddy Aguilar, Mr. Florante, kung sino man siya, basta nauna sa iyo, we had to magbibigay-pugay kami. Kasi nauna sa iyo yun eh. Whether matanda or bata, Basil Valdez, basta nauna sa iyo, babatiin mo yun. Yun yung training sa amin noon. And yung mga banda, kakaibiganin mo yan kasi yan ang may hawak ng musiko mo. Yung mga PA, kakaibiganin mo rin yan kasi yan yung mahawak ng mga gamit mo. Lahat, impress, lalo mong papangalagaan yan. Dahil kaya-kaya ka nila sirain. Minsan ka mabait ka na, sinisira ka pa. Di lalo na kung salbahay ka, diba? But during our time, I don't know, but during our time, I think the value of respect and camaraderie were the two most important things that we had learned and that we carry. And this is probably why Pops and I and our generation, we're still friends with one another. All our old press friends are still here, are still our friends. Our very old musicians are still friends with us. But sana yung mga bago, wag mawawala yung paggalang. Kasi kung gusto nilang tumagal sa alaala ng tao, kailangan meron silang iwanan na maganda. And that makes me very sad to hear.
Siguro, follow-up ko po, and thank you rin po for that reminder, lalo na sa mga gustong mag-break out sa industry. Siguro yung second question ko po is, a lot of us younger listeners also grew up listening to your music din. So siguro po, ano pong meron sa classic music na until now, nagta-travel pa din through generations, and catchy pa rin siya para sa amin, even if it's done several years ago.
What do you think? What do you think of our songs? Makes it still here? What makes our songs classic? What do you think?
Very timely, tas hindi lang siya very...
It's you. It's not us. It's how you, all of you, carry our songs in your heart and have made it a part of your lives. Kasi kami, nasa inyo. Kayo yung nagko-continue. You're the ones that make these songs live on. So, you're the reason our songs become timeless and classics. It's the same like songs ng mga papa ko. Ano yung reason na nandyan pa siya? Kasi minahal namin, so we still listen to it. So that's why all the more singers should be grateful to their audiences kasi it's their audience that will keep their songs alive. Kayo yun. Kaya maraming salamat talaga sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Thank you po, congratulations po.
Thank you, Hannah. Yan. Siyempre, ito, ang mga Brothers Friends natin, talagang nandito sila. Unahin natin, Bix Almacen. Bix. Yeah, usually si Bix malilate siya ng 2 hours. Pero dito po, nalate lang siya ng 10 minutes, okay? Bix.
Thank you! Hindi ka
Hi, congratulations po. And so 45 years po ninyo sa industry, ano yung masasabi ninyong greatest achievement po ninyo? Okay. Pero, ano po yung sa mga sa mga new singers po, may mga bago bang technique or mga learnings kayong natutunan sa kanila?
Techniques?
Yeah, or learnings any forms.
Like I said, be kind to the people, like my mom said. Kindness is always important. Respect is always hard work is always very important. Be very respectful to your craft. Take your craft seriously. Hindi lang para kayo sumikat, kung hindi, so it becomes your identity. Kasi when you own what you do, it becomes a part of you, hindi na yung mawawala sa'yo, di ba? Kaya kailangan talagang akuhin nila, gawin nilang kanila yon. At saka, yun na nga, sana gawin nila maging something that will last. Hindi yung para ngayon lang nagkaroon ng 1 million likes. Something that will really last forever.
Yes. Were there moments in your career na parang you felt disrespected? I'm sorry? Were there moments in your career po na you felt na disrespected?
I felt disrespected. Oh yeah. I think that happens to everybody. I think even in your careers as journalists, you will feel na merong mga,
Yes.
right? May
At
mga,
kasi as editor, feeling ko disrespected ako pag yung writer ko sobrang late lagi at Biggs. Lagi siyang late pag deadline.
lagot ka! You know, there's always, if there's one thing I learned, is we can't please everybody. Palaging merong magdi-disrespect sa amin. Somebody will always say something bad about us, and it hurts. But you know what?
How do you handle it po?
With my own self-respect. If I am firm in who I am and I know what I'm doing is good, kahit ano pang sabihin nila, kayo may problema. Ako, maganda yung ginagawa ko, tama yung ginagawa ko. Kasi, yun na lang yan, di ba? I mean, respect is earned. So, if I'm not going to demand it from you if you don't want to give it to me. If I have not earned it from you, I'm sorry. I will move on and find someone else or somewhere else to earn that respect.
Very well said. Galing-galing sumagot ni Miss Joey. At dahil dyan, magtatanong din ang ating mga vloggers friends na katulad ni Bix, yan. Oo, kasi magtatanong nila, paano po kayo mag-post? Nagtanong po ba kayo? So, nagtatanong tayo. At ito si Junel. Si Junel Castellone.
Not cute.
Ito, may ano to, followers na 6.3 million.
Wow! Hi!
Pero naka-hide yung for
Where? In the where's your vlog? In YouTube? Saan ba?
Bravo.
Saan lumalabas?
YouTube ba? Saan ka na? Facebook, yan.
Ay, itatag ko kayong lahat.
Cinema Bravo.
Hanapin ko kayong lahat.
Hello po, Ms. Jo.
Hi!
Your music and your career has touched a lot of lives, and some stories you know, some stories you don't know. But when you know their stories of how they affect,
You know what? I'm sorry, I can't hear you even with the microphone.
your music has touched a lot of lives. Some stories you know, some stories you don't.
Yes.
But when you know it, how does that specific story touch you?
Oh, it melts my heart. You know, that's part of my 45 years. I think that's very valuable. Tsaka minsan sa Joey's Jams, dun ko narinig yung mga storya na yan. Yan, minsan may isang lalabas, Miss Joey, ikaw binigyan mo yung tatay ko yung PLDT lineman nung araw sa bahay mo, binigyan mo ng CD, hindi niya makalimutan. Or, Miss Joey, yung unang baon ko, binili ko yung cassette mo. So yun yung mga, ewan ko, baka hindi na maranasan ng mga singer ngayon. Yung di ba yung unang baon nila, inipon nila para bilhin yung cassette mo. I don't think they'll ever feel that warmth or that thrill anymore. But those are the stories that mean a lot to me. Sobra.
And in contrast naman po, have you experienced that mga nagde-detract sa inyo, nagbibigay ng negative feedback?
Do you experience that? May mga ganun ba, Miss Joey?
A little bit. You know, but in my career, I think many of them, sorry, not for anything, but many of them came from reporters. Before. Diba? Dati meron mga reporter na ganun eh.
Actually,
Noong 80s, diba?
wala na sila dito eh.
I know, I think I think now you have a greater respect for your industry and you give the artists better respect. You know, because before there was also yung, ano ba yun, parang the worst, the more,
Dati kasi,
mas masama, parang mas nagiging mas sikat yung writer, or anong tawag ko?
mas controversial, mas ano.
Oo, ayun.
So they do it para...
Yes, yes. But it's okay, I understood it. But you know,
At
this.
saka, dati kasi may mga confrontation, may mga awayan talaga dati.
Yung isa, merong sinabi second-rate singer daw ako. Okay lang. Oo, may isa, kasi nung nagka-cancer ako, sabi niya, I have 3 months to live. Okay. Mga ganon. So, okay lang.
Napakasama naman.
Pero, I guess that's part of that's how they want to also legendize themselves, I guess. So, but, you know what? Like I said, basta tama yung ginagawa mo, alam mo hindi ka na nakakasakit ng ibang tao, sometimes it's enough.
Thank you po. Congrats.
Maraming
Thank you for
salamat,
coming.
Janelle. Yeah, malakas siyang sinimag-graba sa Facebook. Sino pa pong gustong magtanong para kasi naiyak?
Oh, here.
Yeah.
He's been so
Yeah.
patiently listening.
Siyempre, alam mo, Miss Joey, siya ang kauna-unahang vlogger na nagsimula sa showbiz. Oo. Nung nagsimula siya, 4 lang ang followers niya. Pero now, after ilang years ka na? 6 years or more? More. Oo. After, nakakatuwa nga dahil from 4 followers, after 6 years, 6 followers. 6 followers na siya. Okay. Nakakatuwa na after 6 years, nadagdagan ng 2. Okay? So, ayan.
My name is Jason po from Certified Kapag.
What's your name?
Jason pa, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Opo. Yes, ma'am. Kasi po, for me, I consider your magnum opus as yung Tell Me.
Yes.
Kasi po, sobrang timeless niya. Ilang beses niya na-revive. Meron si Side A, meron si Regine and Ariel.
Meron din, Rene Olstein,
Yes.
meron Talifa,
Yes po.
may David Archuleta, David Pomeranz.
Yes po. Can you, give us, can you make us kwento po yung kwento po ng Tell Me? Paano niyo po nasulat? Ano po yung inspiration?
Hindi ako yung nagsulat. Actually, I think na napaliwanag ni Mr. Louie Ocampo yun dun sa kanyang composer ka lang na concert. Inamin po niya yung matagal niyang tinatago, di ba, Pops? Inamin ni Mr. Louie, di ba, sa composer ka lang, yung matagal niyang tinatago na storya na hindi para sa akin yung kanta na yun. Meron siyang girlfriend bago ko na nasa yung puso niya. So, parang yun dun sa girl. So, and this song was, but when he was writing the song, andun na ako. Ako na yung parang, siya na, hindi siya yung musical director ko. So it was him and Alan Aike. You know, people always forget, Alan Aike wrote the lyrics of the song. But they were very close friends. Tapos alam ko minsan kasi, pag alam mo na mga lalaki, kayo rin kasi pag nag-iiyakan kayo sa mga heartbreak ninyo, doon nabunga yung awit na yun. Kasi yung dalawa,
Second question ko po, meron po ba kayong kanta na nagkataon po na naging perfect timing? Kumbaga, binigay sa inyo yung kanta, tapos yun din yung story ng phase po ng buhay niyo na yun. Tapos naiyak po ba kayo or something? May ganun po ba nangyari?
Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina, yun yung sa'yo lamang. Tama-tama kasi at that time, Richard Gomez, who previously asked for Iisa pa lamang for his movie. After that, hiningi din niya sa akin yung sa'yo lamang when I released it. Kasi gagawin niyang theme song ng entry niya sa Metro Film that year, 1995. So sabi ko, you know what, Richard, I'm leaving already. Sure, go, use it, my pleasure. Yun yung last release song ko. And you know what, Sa'yo Lamang is a song of surrender to God. And it was very timely because it was my surrender to God for the decision that I was going to make to leave show business to raise my family in Canada. And I really had no idea what that was going to do. All I knew was it was the right thing to do. And all I knew was the only thing to do was to surrender that to God. Because I was not sure what my future would hold. So yun yung awit na tinatanong mo, na naging timely.
Congratulations po, salamat po.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
June, maybe later at the end, we can all have a picture here. One big picture.
Okay. Yeah. Pero syempre, ito, next ang mga vloggers friends pa rin natin, di ba? Talagang punong-puno sila, oo. Ito, in fairness to him, 8 ang followers. Okay.
Hello po, Miss Jo.
Hi, what's your name?
Jeffrey po, parang
Hi,
kapamilya.
Jeffrey. Hi, Jeffrey.
Tanong ko lang po, nauuso po kasi ngayon yung mga musicals. May nag-offer na po ba na parang gawa ng yung i-feature yung musics niyo?
Wala pa. Gusto mo? Wala pa. Alam ko, Odette. I think si Odette yata magkakaroon, right? I think Odette kasama. Nino, wala pa. Wala pa.
Pero open po kayo sa...
Sure. Gusto ko nga sana yung di ba uso ngayon yung parang movie, tapos gagamitin yung songs. Although a lot of my songs were used for movies, pero isa-isa lang. Pero gusto ko yung idea mo lang. Sana magdilang anghel ka, Jeffrey.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Jeffrey. At syempre, next.
How cute these 3 boys. They're so quiet lang the whole time.
Boys ba sila? Boys ba kayo? Sure ka, ha? Boys, okay.
Hello po, good afternoon po. I'm email of Capex Official po. Capex Official.
What's your name?
Email po.
Yun po. If there's one song po na mag-dedify ng legacy ng career niyo po, ano po yun?
The first thing that defined my career?
Yes po. If there's one song na mag-dedify po ng...
First song?
Yes po.
I think it was Tell Me, 1984. I believe it would have been that. And nobody thought it was going to be kasi iksi-iksi. Tapos yung pala yung sumikat. And it was the simplest song. Diba? Parang wala lang. Nag-start na tapos. Parang yun yung naging... So I would say that's a song that fortified me.
Thank you po.
Okay, June, tapos na siya. Yung mga personal questions, ibubulong na lang.
Pero yun nga, kailangan actually i-end na natin, medyo mahaba yung press. But if you have questions pa later,
I'll be
like
there.
sex life, kung ano man, later, pwede yung tanong si Miss Joey. Albert, yan. Thank you, Miss Joey.
I would like you to sit here.
Yeah, hindi.
And if I can have
Actually,
the press.
na-stress ako. Ang dami na nagpo-post kasi. Ang dami nagte-text sa akin, nangingi ng ticket. Hello, sold out yung show.
Maybe Pops can come and we can have a photo with
People
all
can
the...
join us.